the Jacked Up Fantasy Football League recap show of Week 8. Coming to you live from the headquarters of Taking Care of Business. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest of the show, once again, owner of Taking Care of Business, Sully Palomo. How you doing, man?
What's up, buddy?
Happy Halloween, brother.
Oh, let's say, what's up with the hair, man?
You like it?
It's looking good.
I think I'm going to grow it out, man. Kind of like it. It's kind of in my... wait a little bit.
Nice.
So,
Halloween edition, huh?
woo. It's a little hot. It's a little hot in this thing, man.
A little spooky.
So this is definitely not going to be a 30-some minute show, no doubt.
No doubt.
So let's get right into the recap. Happy Halloween, everyone out there. Let's go right into the recap of the show. Let's talk about your game, bro. Farmers Tan TCB, not much to talk about, really. Farmers Tan has a good week, a relatively good week from Romo and Marshawn Lynch. On your end, bro, not much, but even though it's a shitty game, I'm going to give you a couple of minutes because you are the guest on my show.
Yeah, again, not a lot to say here. Cam Newton's definitely not giving me the production. Forte Gore, not bad games. Finally, Forte gets in the end zone, but really when...
But I think you ride Andrew Luck until Newton actually proves that he's back.
Yeah, I'm going down with the ship. Like I said before,
All right.
I've got 3 wins now. Let's go down with the ship. Let's see if we can turn it right. But you know, Vernon Davis also is killing me. But what are you gonna do? The first awesome 3 weeks of fantasy, and then
I'm actually, you know, I predicted you're gonna win 4 games, and you lost 4 straight. So I'm still on. You're still on pace to win 4. Farmers Tan loses.
Farmers Tan is who I thought he was, and I let him go.
Off the hook.
Let him off the hook.
Do the Dennis Green angry rant.
Let you off the hook. Yeah, I just played terrible, man. He deserves to continue his streak. Well,
But I did pick him last week because the odds were against you. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, five straight losses. You know, he lost 5 straight. You lost 3 straight going into the game. Someone's going to break a losing streak.
Yeah, I mean,
Unfortunately for you, it was him. But
63. It was the well, I say second lowest scoring game because to the Serbian Connection brothers.
so I just wish I would have played you this week because that would have been a great win. I scored 67.
You would have squeaked one out.
I would have fucking beat you. Holy shit. So, all right. Usually I wouldn't take that much time talking about the game, but you are the guest on my show. I appreciate the hospitality. Prime Timers, Cleveland Crushers. Prime Timers win their...
You guys got
What happened, dude? What am I doing wrong here?
Sorry, relax.
Power button? What's going on here, man? What did I hit?
Hang on. Let me fix this for you.
Let me stand over here since I'm hitting the wrong buttons there, man. Sorry about that. But Prime Timers win their 4 straight. Cleveland Crushers, there's something wrong with the Cleveland Crushers. I don't know, man. It's
They'll come back up.
Alright, I'll just keep talking. For the Prime Timers, Palmer is the leading scorer at 19 for Cleveland Crushers.
You definitely switch sides.
Julio Jones, 24. But my observation for this game is that the Prime Timers win their 4 straight, and Brian ain't crushing anyone lately besides his playoff hopes.
The only thing
I know that's not proper English, but
The only
I
thing
think
in Cleveland that's crushing is Hurricane Sandy.
not as bad as New Jersey or New York.
He's still no Cleveland Crusher. Again, Brian, I thought he had a solid squad, but he's really not putting together the weeks that I thought he could with his team, so he might need a change soon.
Yeah, he's 4-4. We'll get to the standings in just a second. Let's talk about the High Flyers and Serve Destroyers. Another ugly game. Jake puts up 67. Very embarrassing, Jake, because you live and die by the Manning to Cruz connection.
You're right.
If they don't do anything,
Right.
you lose. If they go off, you win. It's and then you know Zach brought this up too a couple weeks ago that you need more than just Manning to Cruz.
So you're right. Whenever that connection doesn't happen, he loses miserably.
High Flyers were 1-5, and you know they won 2 straight. They're putting up some points.
Way to go, Mike.
Actually, last week they put up some points, but not this past week.
Well, you don't have to when your opponent put up 67.
Yeah, I guess. But you know, all Jake needed was really one more touchdown for Manning, and he would have won that game.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
So yeah, this was definitely an ugly game. Yours was ugly, but this is I think even uglier.
Now this was a good one.
This is the game of the week, in my opinion. TNT just has Mark's number. And when Mark was my guest on the show a couple of weeks ago, you know, you can tell there was some animosity, there was some bad blood. And I know Bulldogs was looking forward to this game. Unfortunately for the Bulldogs, his recipe of the defense carrying him to victories kind of, now he knows how it feels like on the receiving end of that.
Right.
Because the Giants D had 6 turnovers, a defensive touchdown, and that was the difference in the game here. Matt Stafford actually had a great game, his best game of the season at 40 points, had 4 touchdowns, but it wasn't enough.
Well, the Bulldogs ran into some bad luck. I mean, Jamal Charles, who had been producing
0? But they didn't give him 0 points?
He got 0 points. Yeah. So that's a bummer.
By the way, who are you supposed to be? Are you supposed to be a rock group?
I'm just stuck in.
I'm Johnny T. I'm Johnny Travolta. Who are you supposed to be?
I'm just any average dude that lives in your mom's basement.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, the analysis, we already talked about this. It's really just that Tony has Mark's number. He beat him a few times in the playoffs, knocked him out of the championship game. That happened last year. Mark was looking for revenge, did not get it. But bad luck for Mark because, like you said, not just Jamal Charles, but he puts up 131.
Well,
and look at the scoring.
Puts up 40, and Tom Brady matches that with 40.
Yeah, but that was kind of expected because the Rams secondary isn't that good. But Mark would have beaten just about everyone this week.
Yeah.
Except for
one guy he played.
Yeah, so that's just bad luck. I mean, it goes back to timing.
I agree.
So let's move on. But a good game by TNT. He won his 3rd straight. My game, the Frosty Paws and Playmakers. Frosty Paws was trying to stir the pot a little bit after the victory, being facetious in his message board. And we're a classy organization, Z, the Playmakers. I congratulated him publicly. Nice win. But I hope we meet again. I don't know when we do that as in the playoffs. But
next year.
You're saying I got 0 chance?
You guys.
Actually, that's what he said too in the message board. You guys
as good of a chance as I do.
But after 2 straight wins for the Playmakers, we laid an egg. That was just a bad game all around. I did not expect the Packers. I know I'm loaded with the Packers. I got 4 guys, and they just, they all laid an egg against Jacksonville. They should have killed these guys. But Andy wins 4 out of 6 after an 0-2 start. So congrats to Andy. He's 4-4 in that division. He's 1 game out of first place.
Kind of rude that he starts a Chargers defense and it's like brownies, but it is what it is.
Hey man, fantasy football, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Archon Tigers and Eliminators, 102-95. A huge Thursday night game for Doug Martin.
Yeah.
The rookie goes off, 38 points.
Yeah, without that.
And Eliminators had Arian Foster on a bye week, AJ Green on a bye week. So 2 of his best running back, his best receiver on a bye week, but he was able to hang in there. And halfway through that Monday night game, Arizona's defense, which is all that Archon Tigers had left, was getting them 0 points.
Yeah.
So I'm sure Zach was like, yeah, all right, come on, I just need a sack. He ended up getting 4 sacks. He wins a close game. Randy loses his 2nd straight. He's kind of like the Cleveland Crushers. Hard to predict, man, But again, it was a bad week for Randy to play Zach with his best running back and best receiver not there. Look at the standings. Archon Tigers 7-1, TNT at 4-4 after winning his 3rd straight.
TNT's bringing up the rear.
Yeah, dude, they were 1-4 after 5. Don't count out TNT. I counted them out a couple of weeks ago, and he was 1-4. And you know what? He's in this thing for at least a wild card. Farmers Tan breaks a 5-game losing streak. He's 3-5. I'm 2-6. This is your division. Prime Timers win their 4th straight game.
It's a weird division because everybody can lose their 4th straight pretty easy as well.
Yeah, but the Prime Timers win 4 straight, and he's been averaging like 80 points a game. I mean, just come on.
Right, nothing to be too afraid of. And then again, Frosty Paws, Serve Destroyers, myself, not any powerhouses, but I still think anybody can make a play.
Yeah, dude, this division is one of those things where you guys can all be like at 6-6,
right,
with a couple of games left, and you all play each other, so you're going to control your own destiny. That's what I think is going to happen.
I agree.
Anything can happen. So whoever has the best matchups in that 12, 13 a week.
It always seems like when somebody's got a chance to kind of pull away, that they end up losing that week.
Like you or Surf Destroyers or. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Bulldogs, they lost their 2nd game of the season. That's 2 out of 3 now. They lost after a 5-0 start. Cleveland Crushers Eliminators are 4-4. High Flyers win their 2nd straight to go 3-5. Let's talk about the power rankings. Help if I turn this thing on. Archon Tigers, Bulldogs, Eliminators do not move. Even though Eliminators lost, they stayed at number 3. Frosty Paws has been moving up. I mean, he was like 10 a couple weeks ago. Now he's up to number 4. TNT also, if you remember, he was like 11.
TNT just threw up a pretty big game, so that helps out.
Yeah, I still think you're
Coaching
kind of a
moves
little
were
bit
perfect.
way there.
That's fine.
TNT jumped from like 11 to 8 to 7 to now 5.
Right.
Surf Destroyers dropped from 4 to 6.
And again, there you go. Again, your Cleveland Crushers are just their team's just showing that they're not as strong as they were before.
Surprisingly, I stayed at above the High Flyers, even though I lost. But we just basically prime timers and playmakers switched spots. Now you were number 3 a couple weeks ago. Then you dropped to number 5, and then number 6, and then number 7 last week, and then this week you're at number 11.
Who's number 7 this week? What did we miss? Somebody tied?
Well, the 2 guys were tied for 6.
Okay.
But I mean, dude, you're free falling, bro.
It's a great song, man. Free falling.
Tom Petty.
Yeah, like a little heavier.
Farmers Tan, despite winning, he stays at number 12. It just shows that that one win is not going to get enough votes to get you bumped up there.
Exactly.
So let's start preview Week 9 schedule. Ooh. Bulldogs and you, TCB. Let's take a look at the matchups here for a second. I didn't really do my studying here. I don't really know. It's Halloween night, but according to this little thing, sorry, man, I'm not ready for this.
Number 23 to 82, and again, it makes sense. I mean,
all right. So according to this, the Bulldogs are favored by 41. I mean, why, dude? You got somebody on the bye week, or what's going on here? Yeah, you got a couple of guys on the bye week. You got 3 guys. So yeah. I'm sure you'll make some changes there.
I will.
But I don't know, man. It doesn't look good for you.
No.
So I'm taking the Bulldogs this week.
I do too.
Frosty Paws Eliminators. I think Eliminators rebounds after a couple of straight losses. He's going to get Arian Foster back. He's going to get AJ Green back.
I'm going with that same pick.
And Frosty Paws, I think, lose to go to 4 and 5. Surf Destroyers, Archon Tigers.
Archon Tigers is taking us, man.
Do you like them? Because this is my upset special.
Again, who are the Giants playing? I guess because that's all that's going to really matter. Who are the Giants playing, and are they going to score a ton of points between Cruz and Miller?
Giants are playing the Steelers.
Then no, Archon Tigers. I love that.
All right, well, this is my upset special because Surf Destroyers is one of the few teams that in the history has always fared well against Archon Tigers. And, a couple of years ago, this was the championship game, and Jake's only chance or only time in the playoffs, and he got crushed by Archon Tigers. I smell a little payback. I think Jake's going to right the ship this week, upset the Archon Tigers. Farmers Tan, Cleveland Crushers. I don't know much about this game. I don't really care, really, to be honest with you.
I'm going to take the Cleveland Crushers. I think he's got a rebound week in him.
We got to give him like the TV time. But yeah, I agree. I think Cleveland Crushers, they're playing a bad team. They're going to go to 5 and 4.
I think again you get another game of the week over here. TNT Primetimers. I think it's going to end up being a good one.
You think so?
I don't know what they have as far as.
I think TNT kills them. I think Primetimers, been averaging 80 points a game. TNT is hot. He probably is not going to like this when he watches this because I probably just jinxed his ass. Primetimers are probably going to go off and TNT's not going to do shit.
I don't think wearing that wave you're going to jinx anybody. But
I like TNT to end that 4-game losing streak for the Primetimers. Again, the odds are against them. You're not going to keep winning every single game. Playmakers and High Flyers, I am going to revenge my brother's loss because I did this already this season. The Bulldogs beat the shit out of Surf Destroyers. Next week, I played the Bulldogs. I beat the shit out of them. This week, High Flyers beat my brother. Next week,
even though you've never picked me, I'm going to go with you on this one. I like your chances, Disco Stew.
Disco Stew?
Yeah.
All right. Well, a quick show, man, because it's hot as hell in this wig and these outfits and stuff. But thanks for joining me for the 3rd time this year.
You got it, man.
We're gonna try to get the rest of the guys. There's only a few guys left, man. We got Frosty Paws, hasn't been a guest yet. Farmers Tan. Something tells me he's not going to be on the show because he's kind of like he's like in hiding somewhere under a rock or something. He's not.
Who knows?
He's not into because he hasn't been watching the shows because he's not winning, so he doesn't want to see me. Whatever.
He's got some star quality there. Come on.
But I think the Primetimers and TNT are the last 4 owners, so I look forward to having you guys.
Well, forget TNT. You're gonna have to put him on conference call.
Yeah.
Even though he lives.
In Tampa,
might as well be in another state.
Yeah. The chances of him actually doing a live show with me, I think the chances are better for like Ryan or someone else to do a live show with me than TNT, who lives in the same city. But good luck to everyone next week, except for, of course, the High Flyers and the Archon Tigers. And happy Halloween out there, everyone. And,
happy Halloween. Thanks for helping me pass out candy, or actually eating half the candy.
I know, dude. I can't stop, dude. Peace out, brothers.
See ya. I don't have any music to play, but I guess it really doesn't matter.
What, you want to sing?
No.
Come on, man.
No. I'm done.
Some heavy metal?